today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Davis Mills and the Houston Texans taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today it's Week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Mills on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Now he brings it in off the deflection. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 5 catches, 62 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work. and make sure he touches the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey. The O-line can't stop him, and he gets the sack. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Desmond King back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
His throw caught at about the 5. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. On the move past the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. To the air again, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Herbert now. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On second down, Eckler. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Two fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play fake, Mills. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. On first down, Justin Herbert. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Herbert on third down now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Big play that time by Mike Williams, and it picks up a first down, and he's coming off a career-best 76 catches and 1,146 yards last season, and was rewarded with a nice extension for his efforts. Definitely hope to continue his improvement in his 6th season as a Chargers big play threat.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Allen. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Chargers! Eric Ebron, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw is Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Play action now. Mills steps away. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Pierce now up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Now Mills. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Here's King. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans. Right at the 50-yard line. Mills now from the 50. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mills back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. Well, they were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving. With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They started on the ground with Eckler, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. It's Eckler again. And some room to run now. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And the defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chargers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.